Well, you asked for it, so we're providing a quick overview on the latest Minecraft Bedrock Edition Preview 1.20.40.20. And we're trying to populate a small city with our subscribers, so if you're new here, please grab a bit of that subscribe button. This preview brings us part 2 of the villager trade rebalancing updates. These are experimental, so you'll have to turn those on if you want to try it out, and some other bug fixes and regular updates as well. Let's just jump right in, starting with a few fixes. We've all met our early demise or lost 100 villagers at some point by falling in a boat, but in this preview, boats will negate the fall damage taken by the player, and I tested it on villagers and cows, and the results are good. So transporting your villagers by boat up to your raid farm just got a little less traumatic. The survivalists in the crowd may appreciate an increase in the time between placing and picking up water from a bucket, which aims to make bucket landings more reliable. I was curious whether this would affect our ability to bucket up walls, but it seems to still work just fine. We didn't know it, but we've been using water bottles and potions without the satisfaction of the little sound at the end. That has now been added, as well as an animation and sizzling sound when filling a cauldron with a potion. If you want to call it that, I guess this would be considered a parity fix, since before this update, Bedrock players only had to wait about 1.5 minutes to cure a zombie villager. Java players had a 3-minute minimum wait time. Well, now Bedrock will too. I know, right? Cartographers and armorers are the focus in this round of villager trade updates in this preview. Starting with the cartographers, players can trade for new maps, which will lead the player to another village in a different biome. There are 5 new village maps and 2 maps that will reveal a location for swamp and jungle biome structures. Players can unlock a secret set of trades by constructing a village in one of those biomes, but it's not really secret because the enchantments are outlined here in this chart. Speaking of enchantments, the armor is getting its fair share of modifications, one of which is requiring diamonds in trade for its diamond armor. Don't worry though, if you're a cheapskate, you can also trade iron blocks and get some enchanted iron armor. The available armor enchantments are now based on which biome you're in, notably that savanna armorers will trade cursed armor for cheaper cost, and that swamp armorers will have chain armor enchanted with mending. Cat ladies and cat dudes rejoice. Cats now beg for food. Does this mean we don't have to chase them around until we're dizzy? Some versions of Bedrock Edition needed these little updates, and they got them. So if you had a version where you were glitching through ceilings while flying in creative with Elytra, wear a helmet after this update. We shouldn't get XP using Silk Touch on Skulk blocks, but we don't have to worry because they fixed that too. Players riding on mountable entities will no longer receive fall damage unless the entity dies during the fall. What we found is that horses sound like helicopters when falling from heights. Helicopter, helicopter. And there you have it. If you're still here, you're our favorite subscriber. If you want to give us a pat on the back, we'll take it, and we hope to see you back soon.